Hey guys, so today I'm gonna show you how to use proxy chains. I'm also gonna talk to you a lot about proxies. So if you don't know what a proxy is, stay tuned for this. I'm gonna be showing you a few things, including adding a proxy to your Tor connection. You can also add a chain of proxies. More on that in a bit. Let's talk about what a proxy is first. When you connect to a website, standard internet browser stuff, you are here. Your machine, your computer connects to your router, which connects to your ISP, and then your ISP is connecting you to the rest of the internet and to those websites using the IP address that you were assigned. With a proxy, you connected to your ISP, you are always connected to your ISP. When your device, your browser, whatever program you're using that's using this proxy, connects to the proxy, and then that proxy is what makes the actual connection to the website or the service of the program that you're using that's set up to use a proxy. And I'm going to talk more about that setup here shortly. The point here is there's a middle party that's making the actual connection. So when you visit a website that you are connected to a proxy to, it's going to show the proxy server's IP address. It's not going to show your IP address. And that protects you on the internet. Now, you do have to be mindful that if you're not using end-to-end encryption, there's a possibility that proxy traffic could be manipulated. And that's why it's super important to use end-to-end encryption. When you're using end-to-end encryption, a proxy server can be highly beneficial. And we know through my previous videos about the Tor network. Here's a visual of the Tor network. You are here. You run what's called a Tor client, or if you open the Tor browser, that Tor browser has its own Tor client. That Tor client behind the scenes connects to the entry guard. Then it gets its middle relay. Each layer of the onion, each layer of the encryption is unwrapped just enough to reach the next relay or node. And so this does not know which one this is, and so on. That's keeping them blind to the ones ahead of the one ahead. You have the exit relay that makes the actual connection to the destination. Well, real quick, now that we've learned what a proxy is and we know what the Tor network is, use Tor as a tool. That doesn't mean to blindly trust every Tor node. The point here is that Tor is a tool, but we can add to that safety, privacy, anonymity. We can use proxies on top of the Tor network. So we can, instead of just connecting to the Tor client, we can actually have a proxy ahead and then have that connection be our connection, which then connects into the Tor network, adding an additional layer wherein the proxy network is blind to the Tor network's nodes and the Tor network's nodes are blind to the proxy, and so on. This adds an additional layer. You can do this quite easily here go up to the top right here on the 3 lines there, go to Preferences, and then go to your Tor settings. Go down to the bottom. Then I use a proxy to connect to the internet. And at that point, you can then add your proxy right here after you select the type of proxy. We'll do a quick example here. I'm going to open a terminal. I actually have a proxy list. I'm working on putting together a proxy list, so stay tuned on the blog at buymeacoffee.com/politictech/posts. Pay attention to that if you're interested in learning more about proxies. And I'm also going to come out with some stuff later on about proxies as well, possibly some scripts to share. Okay, now I have a proxy list here. And of course, I'm putting together this proxy post, which is going to have different types of proxies on it, including front ends, which if you watch my previous video on anonymous Twitter and anonymous YouTube use, I talked about front ends. Now here we have this proxy at port 8080, which is HTTP proxy. Okay, and I paste it right here. And what happens now is when I next connect to Tor, it's going to connect to this proxy here, and that proxy is going to connect to the Tor network. So then you're adding an additional node. So that's a way a proxy can protect someone. And say you're a journalist, or possibly a law enforcement or an investigator, private investigator who needs to protect their source location. Well, then they may want to use proxies involved in that as well, especially if they're working in dangerous areas. Once I close Tor and then I reopen it, imagine a proxy here. Let's go ahead and look at another option. There's something called proxy chains if you use Linux or Unix operating systems. Here is what it would look like if you run proxy chains. I'll show you the configuration for that in just a moment. So you are the client. You can actually have connect to a proxy and have that proxy connect to another proxy and have that proxy connect to another proxy. Hence the word proxy chains, and then have that go to the final destination. So that's another way to protect. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at proxy chains real fast, and I will show you guys just quickly how that works and how to use it. So we'll go to the configuration. We will open up proxy chains. Here's the configuration, and it has examples in here, so you can use your proxies that you have that are working, and from here you can configure and actually have proxy your DNS requests. So that's something else to be mindful of for those who may be working in dangerous areas of the world. Your DNS can make requests, and from there, if it's not proxied, well, then that could be a leak, considered a leak. Here's a format. So here's a nice little example right here. All you have to do is put HTTP. Simply we'll add our proxy that we just copied from my list, and we're going to go ahead and do the format that they offered. We'll go to HTTP, and at this point we have our proxy list. And then when I go like this, I save the list, exit out, and then from here what we do is simply run whatever program it is that we want to use. So now we do proxy chains, and then do, say, SSH, or no, say Nmap, for example, or even Tor Browser. You could then have it run that, and what will happen there is it'll then connect to the proxies in the proxy chains list, however many you list, line by line, and that will then connect to the Tor browser, and that will connect to the internet. Make sure to use this information responsibly. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Sharing these videos really helps me out the most, and if you want to support this, you go to buymeacoffee.com/politictech, and you can read the blog there as well. So thanks for watching, and we will talk more about how to protect your privacy.